Children, we have to study about cloud computing. Now, what is cloud computing? Let's understand first. Cloud. What is this cloud? Cloud means a remote location or internet. It is the virtual space. It's not the real one, just like your hard disk or CD or pen drive, which you can touch or you can feel. It's the virtual space or a remote location on internet which helps you to store your things. Now comes the computing word. Computing means not only storing, accessing the data and programs that are over the internet on your cloud. Now, cloud computing, when we talk about as a whole, provides different services through the internet like data storage, storage on servers, then networking, then many software applications are available on the cloud. You can also manipulate, configure, and do various operations of the data present on the cloud. Cloud-based storage makes it possible for us to save our files on a remote database and retrieve it on demand. For example, suppose I have to carry my things to a different place, to Delhi, Mumbai or somewhere else I am going, and left my pen drive or my hard disk at home. So can I get all those data back? Of course we can get it. If my data is on the cloud, I can simply log in with another system and I can just download or check all my information that was there on the cloud. So here what happens, this reduces the requirement of a hardware device or a storage device to be carried from one place to another. It's just like electricity. When you use it, you don't worry that from where it has been made or from where it's coming, how it is coming. The maintenance is not your headache. The only thing is that you are using it. If you demand, it is being supplied to you, and as per your demand, you are paying money to the government or the organization that is providing you the electricity. Next is your applications of cloud computing. Means what are the fields where we have been using cloud computing nowadays. Nowadays you see cloud computing as being very important part of our education system. It is used for the emails, for storage, for backup. Definitely when you have stored and you had backup, you will get the data from back from there. Then for creating apps, for analyzing, means preparing reports of the data, especially in the business sector where there are a lot of information they store on the clouds, and after that they prepare reports or a balance sheet and other things. That audio video streaming, just like you have Netflix or Amazon Prime, where you watch a lot of videos, audios, movies, serials, and they are as a audio video streaming, and this is also a part of cloud. Next is you can also transfer up the softwares. Not only that, you can develop the software applications online. If basically we talk about the uses depending on all these things, it is used for business, entertainment, storage, social networking, even your Facebook and other things, education, art, and global positioning. So you can see the cloud is being used everywhere nowadays. If you watch carefully, you look at your mobile phones right now that you are using, mostly every mobile phone has a Google Drive. So what is, if you look at the Google Drive, you could better understand the use of cloud computing. It states like this, like suppose if your mobile is lost, but still you have stored all your things, all your pictures, all your question papers, answer sheet, everything on the Google Drive, then what happens once your phone is lost, no need to worry. You get a new one and just you log in with your email ID and Google account, and you can easily get access to all the files and folders that you have already in your mobile phones. You have stored it on the cloud. So this is how it makes the data more secure. If there is any problem with the computer or any problem with the device, it is lost or it is stolen or it is broken, no problem, your data is safe. Next thing is the characteristics of cloud computing. The characteristics of cloud computing states that first one is on-demand self-service. What is this on-demand self-service? As it says, when you demand, you get the service. So it's like we can use it whenever we need it, and we pay per use, just like the electricity, as I told you. In essence, what we can say, the cloud is it's like a utility thing, and you can create an account. You can pick your provider that okay, I want with the MI cloud, or I want to go with the Google Drive cloud. You just pick one, and then you are billed according to what you are using. They are not charging you extra, they charge you only for what you use. This form of storing and accessing gives you a full control over resources. If you want, you use, then you pay. If you don't want, you don't use, you don't need to pay for that. Next is your broad network access. That is, we can access this data from anywhere on this earth, from any internet connectivity device. Any device that has internet connection, that has web browser, you can simply go ahead and connect. Next is your resource pooling. This resource pooling means multiple users share the same place. Means one cloud is there. That does not mean that only one you are using. Many million and millions of people might be using that one cloud, the same space, and the resources are assigned and distributed properly. You can be anywhere in this world, still you have the equal access as everyone how they are doing the same way, you will get the access. It's not like that you went to your village, that means you will not get access to the cloud. Definitely if you log in from there, if it is possible to log in, if the network is there, you will get the same amount of facilities as others are getting. Next is rapid elasticity. As I said, you pay with the demand, same way the cloud can grow or shrink as much as possible, depending on how many users or how much the business is running. For example, if your business is it's at the peak traffic, means a lot of people are joining in, a lot of people are logging in, the cloud can expand and accommodate all of them. The major services, as I told you, they are very particular about the time that you use because you pay per use. So here many cloud services provide this utility model and they ensure that the clients get what they pay for, no more and no less. They will not get less as well, or not they don't get more as well. So once again, it can be compared to electricity. As you get billed for the amount that you use, the amount of electricity that you use, the same amount will be charged. Next are the advantages. Now we talk, just now I told you about the characteristics. Now similar to characteristics comes up the advantages. So as it is, we can access it from here anywhere. So it is called accessibility. Now collaborative. See, collaborative means what happens, there is one cloud and many users. I told you just before. So what happens, sometimes the teams are sitting in different places. Suppose they are preparing a particular software and the teams are some team, one team member is in India, another team is in America, another team is in the US, like this. So they can all sit, they can log into the cloud at once and they can all work on the same place. So it's called collaboration, it's working together. It helps you to work together on a particular task or particular app or something like that. Cost effective, it is quite cost effective. It saves cost of server and other equipments and we pay per use. Means you don't need to buy a separate hardware or software for this. You just have an internet connection, you have a proper device, you can connect it regardless of any other extra things that are required. So if you have the basic things with you, basic hardware with you, you can start with it. So you pay per use, no extra money you have to apply for it. Regularly, it is updated by the cloud provider so that it runs smoothly, more and more easy. It becomes more and more easy for the users to use it. Next is data security, as I told you. Even if the hardware goes bad, there's something with the mobile phone or something with your computer, no problem, the data is safe. Now next is backup. As the safety of data comes, then comes backup and recovery. Definitely it is called backup. Sometimes you must have noticed WhatsApp backup, or you can take your mobile backup. So this helps in recovery. If there is some problem, a hardware crash or system crash or something, then it helps in recovery. It helps you to get back the data whatever was lost. Now infinite storage, as I told you, it is sold on demand. Some space is free, like Google Drive offers you some free space, but you need more and more, then you buy it, and it is infinite amount. You can just, if you buy as much as you can use it, if you want to buy, you can buy and use that space. So it's like infinite, a lot of storage is there. You don't need to buy any hardware, anything for that. You just please store on the server. Next, with the advantages, children, always there comes some disadvantage, means some problems. What are the most important problems? See, share online, when you share your personal information, it's always risky, especially in the cloud where millions and billions of users are there. So it becomes a quite, you can say for them also it's difficult to manage all the resources properly. So security and privacy are the most important threat. So you should be very particular about sharing your personal information on a cloud. Next is while we delete some data, sometimes it remains incomplete, and this creates a huge problem while you go online. Next is management interface is like they have to this management interface with our device, it has to adjust with the cloud so that we get the proper flow of our data. So in that adjustment, what happens, the hackers get a loophole or a chance to enter and access your information. Next is definitely we say that we can transfer the data from one cloud to another like this, but it is difficult for a new person, or I say if you are very common, you don't have much knowledge, it will be difficult for you for transferring the data from one cloud to another. So these are few problems apart from hacking and data security, incomplete deletion. There is no such big problem that will with clouds. Mostly it is become very popular nowadays. Next is, and the last topic is our types of cloud computing models. Since we studied about advantages, disadvantages, characteristics, now it's turn to learn about what are the types, the models that are being prepared. First is your public cloud. As the name suggests, it is owned and operated by third party, when some other party is maintaining, just like electricity. Another one is somebody else is maintaining the electricity, you just get it and you pay. The same way here, somebody else is maintaining it, and which delivers this computing resources like servers or storage. Like this, Microsoft Azure, or you can say Amazon, these are the best public cloud examples. Public cloud, all hardware and softwares, all the infrastructure are owned and managed by the cloud provider. You don't need to do anything. You just need a system that has internet connection. That's all, nothing else. Private cloud is like suppose a bank organization is there. There's a bank server, or any big industry or factory is there. They have their own cloud for a business or an organization. This cloud, anybody from outside cannot access it, wherein the control rights, administrative rights are made secure, and otherwise the who are inside the organization or inside the field, they can access it. Some companies also pay money so that they can host their private clouds, means they can provide support for their private clouds. Next is your hybrid cloud. It's a mixture of public and private, public also, private also. Some parts are allowed to access, allowed to download, share, and all these things, but the integral part, means the main management and control part, is kept intact, means nobody is allowed to interfere in it, so it becomes private and public both. Some part is available to everyone, they can see, watch, share, and all, and but some parts are private, means the controlling and instruction side, where nobody else can access it. Here, by allowing data and application to move it in private and public, it is a quite orchestrated or automated feature. It's give a great flexibility. It allows to means, extend more information to others regarding your business or your organization, wherein you share something, at the same time you keep something secret. So it's quite helpful. Nowadays, mostly Netflix, like this, all these things are using hybrid clouds, where you share half of the things and half of the kept secret. That's all, children. Thank you. I hope you understood the topic.